Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a multiple purpose layout. This is my Scrap Squad Sunday, and this is the Scrap Squad lift. It is also my page for the day 17 page for Scraptember. And it is the big September hop / layout share for Rediscover Your Stash, where the focus is on combining old with new. And the Scraptember prompt is something new. So I was going to use something new anyway, and I'll throw in something old and we'll meet both prompts. And I'll try to stick somewhat to this scrap lift. So let me put this aside and this aside, and I will show you what I'm using. First of all, I am using a collection from Fancy Pants called Wave Searcher that's from 2011. And I'm using, and that is the red that I've bordered around the photos. And I also have a little tiny, this is the collection. Let me put this back in it. When I bought the collection, there was this set of glitter cuts, and it's glittered acetate pieces. And I think this one is absolutely gorgeous, and I've been hoarding it. There was a little one right here that had X's, and I'm going to incorporate that in my title block / journaling card / the lyrics to the song kind of thing. So I'm going to just kind of place that collection on the floor. I'm also using this piece right here is from a Fancy Pants collection called To the Moon, and I love it because it looks like bubbles, and my whole theme is Bubbles Up, a new song by Jimmy Buffett that is on his album that's kind of getting a lot of attention these days. And I've quoted some lyrics, and I've got I did a screen grab of a photo from a video short that was put out on Instagram by Last Mango Boats. I think that's who that is. I'll look it up and I'll be sure and include it because I want to credit them for, I don't know if they took the photograph or they just used it in their short, but it had the lyrics to these lyrics. So when the journey gets long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and the joy is always enough. Bubbles up. And it's a reference to a scuba diving term where if you don't know where you are and you're all turned around, just follow the bubbles because they're always going up. And this blue piece of paper is among the very first 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I ever bought. It was in a big, like a block that was about this thick. And it had a whole bunch of patterns with solids on the other side. And it's a really nice quality cardstock. I bought it at Sam's Club long before I started doing 12 by 12 stuff. I cut it up and did things. I didn't have a 12 by 12 album, and I really had not ever done any scrapbooking at all at that time. It was probably 2008 that I bought it. So let's get started here. The scrap lift and the new supplies that I'm using are just in the house this week. It's all of these bits are from 49 and Market. I'll pull all the packages here. It's Vintage Artistry Sunburst, and designed by Katie Petit, of course, and she's just one of my favorites. I've been a fan of hers since I used some of her digital supplies. I used the laser cut elements and the laser cut floral elements. I've pulled some things out of here. There is a little banner in the original that I'm scrap lifting, and so I kind of pulled one of the banners out of here. I'm not using any of the rub-ons, but I'm going to keep them on the table in case I decide to, and I will keep this on the table. And I have this little bucket of the chipboard elements in case there's anything I want to add. But I think what I've pulled will probably fill up the page pretty well. So there was a paper that I thought about using, but I wanted the paper has an absolutely gorgeous image. There are palm trees here, and it's kind of looking off. I think it's called Lost Island, and it's from the Sunburst collection. And I kind of, I'm not gonna place this until I've done the side pieces. I kind of wanted to use it, but I wanted this photo to be that big. That photo, it has been filtered, by the way. That's not the way that it showed up on the short, the video short that Last Mango Boats put out there. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of turn this up a bit. This strip, which I'm going to use, I had a last strip of it, so I'm going to use it two ways here. It's going to define this area over here, but for right now, I think I have enough room for what I want to do over there. I want a flamingo and the beach sign. So I thought if I did that there, I could do the flamingo here, kind of overlooking the photo, overlapping the photo, rather. So I'm gonna put the photo down, and you'll notice this blue paper also has bubbles. This is a gorgeous pattern on the other side of this solid red paper, but I had 3 sheets of it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get a thin strip of foam to go back here. You know I love these signs, and I think I have to look for it. I think I have a die from Bramble Fox that makes these. Kind of do it that way, and then I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue let's see, I'm looking for my I don't have it in here. I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on his feet, but I want his body and head kind of raised up. So let's see. I want the relax to show. I don't want to cover that up. And this will just keep his feet firmly planted on the ground here. I'm thinking that I can pull this off with these different vintage materials, and I'm kind of enjoying the way it's going together. I have this bit of netting, and I kind of want that to be a background for, and maybe to I'll do it like this, I think. This is one of the chipboard elements that I absolutely love. And, well, you know what? I was going to do it. No, that's where I want it. Let me, actually, it goes, all of these things go here. So I'm going to lift that one up on some foam. I'm not, I didn't really do my normal dry fitting. I just kind of pulled stuff because I wanted it to be a little bit more on the fly. And I'm kind of forgetting the design, which is not a good thing when you're making a page. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little row of bubbles right there. Now, this is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and I wanted that to go there, and then I'm going to slide this under and hope that it makes contact with the glue that's there. Okay, I think that's good. Then this is going to go under here, under the journal block, and then all the way over to here. And I'm going to do this with glue so that I can move it around if I put it in the wrong place. And that's a possibility always. But I need it to end right at the, oh, come on. It's made too good a contact there. So I'm going to do it this way, and then I'll make that work. Come on. This is such a simple idea, and it shouldn't take this much work. And I just want it exactly so. I usually am pretty, you know, laissez-faire about how things go on. But this, I wanted, it's such high contrast that if it's off, it would show. Okay. Here's my banner that I want to use, and I think I'm going to do it this way, and I need little tiny pieces. And best ever kind of refers to Jimmy himself, and to the song Bubbles Up. I just love it. I'm constantly asking Alexa to play it for me. So it's one of 3 songs from his new album that'll be released in November that are available on streaming platforms right now. And it seems like, I can't say that it is, but it seems like a message to his friends and fans and family and all, you know, folks who I think he understood how much he would be missed. And since he's kind of always been known as a good times kind of guy, I think he knew that was kind of going to be hard. But he has some of his usual tongue-in-cheek songs on that album, so including one that he collaborated with Paul McCartney. Okay, so I'm gonna just commit to putting it here, and I will let the little strings kind of stick up like that, but it's anchored by some of the flags. Okay, now let's see what we're gonna do. I know that I'm gonna have a palm tree here, and I want it not to hide the words, so it's gonna have to be placed just so. And I will do that by just anchoring the trunk and letting the branches kind of be out there. Okay, there. Now, I wanted this little guy maybe in front, and maybe just with that, maybe like so. Would it get lost if I did that? I just don't want to lose this. I tell you what I can do, and cut this off and use it on another page, or up here, and then this will fit kind of like so. Let me put this down. And I'm going to let Bubbles Up be my title. I could use Best Ever if, you know, it kind of, that kind of works also. Let's do, I'll do it that way right there, and I will put a little bit of glue on these as well to kind of stick them down. Okay, and then I think I wanted to have the lighthouse in this scenario as well, and I'll kind of put it so it looks in the distance. And I think that's fair. I had my choice between a small one of these and a large lighthouse. And I love the lighthouse because that black and white with all of the bright colors. So I really don't need this here. I could maybe put it here. I know it's going to go on this page. There. Okay. Now, I want to have some plumerias, and I like the idea of putting that one up there. That kind of adds that yellow color up there. Let me see. Do I have... Here we go. Okay. And of course, in the original, there's a line of 3 photos. I just have one large, tall one, but there is a side element here, and then the banner, and then a little, there's a cluster up on top of this 3x4 card, and then there's like a little village with some flowers, and so I have my palm tree and lighthouse and lifeguard stand. And I thought I would do, well, let me do the little glitter cuts. I'm gonna tap some glue onto them, and this kind of repeats that red color. There is no red in the Sunburst collection. There's a pink, and there's a lot of pink in the photos, so I'm fine using pink. I'm gonna put this guy right here, and I'm gonna just glue it. I'm gonna kind of curl the petals so it has some dimension, even though it's going to be flat. And one of the reasons I didn't tack that down is because I wanted to do this. And I want to add a yellow one, and I'm going to put it on a little tiny bit of foam. I like the blue background. I would have maybe picked a slightly, maybe I want this one to be over this. I might do it like that. There we go. So you can still see the loop and the little end of the wire. I didn't want to lose that detail. Now this I want on a fairly substantial thickness of foam. Had to have a pineapple in there. Do that, and I've got something else that's going to go up there. I just forgot to bring it to the table, so I'll go pull it in a second. But let me get my hearts down. There's that one, and then this one. I think that'll make contact there. I have a parrot, and because I'm a parrot head, I have to add a parrot to the scene, and I intended it to be kind of up here. And it has that blue and the gold. Actually, the color scheme came from this parrot. I bought some digital supplies from Etsy. I went out looking for the prettiest parrots I could find, and let me show you the sheet of the ones that I've printed so far to cut out. That's all of those. Aren't those gorgeous? These actually have some mixed media behind them. So if I did a digital page and put those on the page, it would look like those were real paint splatters. To cut them out and then put them on, I'm going to lose a little bit of that effect, but they're meant to be digital supplies, not cutouts. Let's see if I can do that. There, okay. There we go. I think we're done. I don't think I need anything else. If I did, it might go right here, and it might be one of those yellow plumerias. Let me see if there's one in here. There's a double set, but I don't need a double. I just need one small one. How about a starfish? And it's the perfect color. Okay. I'm happy with that. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it done. Let me put this over here. Have I lost my pen again? Nope, there it is. I may add some journaling to it, but more than likely I will not. I like that these kind of go down below the level of the line there. I like that the line is there. It kind of adds some color. And this page is not one of my oldest scrapbook supplies. It is my oldest scrapbook supply. And these embellishments are not some of my newer supplies. They're my absolute newest. And this is oldish. This is oldish. That's a basic gray from a long time ago. And this is oldish, and the red is oldish. You know, 2010 vintage, that's kind of old, right? In the world of scrapbooking supplies, it is anyway. So I'm happy with the page. It is a kind of a page for my Jimmy Buffett memorial album. I don't have such a thing, but I'm doing so many pages that I may end up with one. I can't overstate how much of an effect his music has had on my life. And John and I saw him in concert, I think 15 times over the 40 years we were married. And of course we vacationed at Margaritaville. So I miss him, and I acknowledge that, you know, I should be beyond all of this, but I think I'm not alone. So thank you for watching. And Last Mango Boats actually has an Instagram that does a lot of shorts that have his music and some beautiful scenery. So I want to be sure and credit them for this photo. So thank you for watching, and be sure and check out everybody who's doing the Rediscover Your Stash share today, and also the excuse me, the Scraptember, Scraptember 2023 is the hashtag you need to look for on social media and on YouTube. And the Scrap Squad has scrap lifts every week. This is their weekly one, came out on Friday. I do a series called Scrap Squad Sunday, every Sunday, where I do the Friday scrap lift. And so be sure and check out all those folks. And I thank you so much for watching. Bye.